all of these works were made after 9/11.
Pritika Chowdhry is someone who sees art as a way to ask difficult questions.
This is the artist asking God,
Are you there?
are you there? Do you see what's happening? Are you still there? Are you still there?
She studies traumatic geopolitical events in depth and channels that into her artwork.
I try to excavate, things from those events that have been not spoken about as much as they probably should have been.
She calls these the counter-memories of trauma. 9/11, for example, she says became about never forgetting the nearly 3,000 lives lost that day. But she says the lives lost went beyond that, in countries a half-world away.
In the context of 9/11, it's almost unpatriotic to say, hey, but what about all these other lives that are now in the millions that were lost?
Chowdhry has explored that notion in what she calls the Counter-Memory Project, an effort to memorialize the unbearable memories.
This is a scale of justice.
In one of her works, Ungrievable Lives, Ghosts of 9/11, she examines what she calls the differential values placed on human life.
The heavier side has this gold bullion bar. It says, one grievable life, 9/11/2001. And then if you turn it over, it says 1 of 2983, made in America. And what is this gold standard? Clearly, in American life.
On the other side of the scale, a piece of meat, hair and nail clippings.
This is representative as the non-American lives that we do not grieve for.
It's provocative, something Chowdhry knows all too well.
I'm an American citizen. I love this country. Despite all its flaws, I do. I call this home. It's okay for us to let our guard down once in a while, to introspect and see what we, even as a powerful, moral nation, get it wrong.
That idea was punctuated in recent weeks as the last known missile fired in Afghanistan by the U.S. military turned out to be an error. The botched American drone strike killed 10 civilians, including 7 children. The youngest child, Sumaya, was just 2 years old.
I offer my profound condolences to the family and friends of those who were killed. But it was a mistake, and I offer my sincere apology.
It was a stunning admission, coming at the end of the United States' longest-running war. But Chowdhry says she's optimistic that it was a signal of change.
Maybe there is a shift. We're finally witnessing a shift. And after 20 years, where I think finally people, even in America, are realizing that maybe what we're doing is wrong. And maybe the people over there are human, are grievable.
And while she knows some may be angered by her work, she hopes to tilt the scale to the center, valuing each life lost as equally tragic and worthy of remembrance. In Chicago, I'm Usher Qureshi.